with the fact that we won the game. Respect Texas A&M a great deal. We respect their team. They have a terrific team. There's a reason they're 7-0, and they have a blend of experience, talent, great size, and I'm just happy on our end that we were able to embrace the challenge. I thought this was our best defensive effort of the year, and being able to win away from McHale, neutral court. And I know it's favored Arizona, but last year we played in Houston. So this is, something that you want to do to prepare your team for bigger things down the road. But in the meantime, I think we continue to progress from maybe the team we were in the Bahamas. And as you guys can see by watching us, we still have some things we have to do better. But a big reason we won is, these two guys up here. And Deandre, statistically, he might have had better games this year, but you got to realize they're double teaming, they're triple teaming, they're crowding, and that opens things up for his teammates. And, Dylan, he's one of the teammates who had some great looks because of that, and he took advantage of them. 13 points out of 67 was a big reason we won. That's what Dylan had. So also, it's always great to go through these situations at the end of the game. We were going to foul, obviously on purpose, but when you do that, you have to do it right at the half-court line. And we had, a younger group. We didn't communicate. Parker got back screened, and we ended up fouling a three-point shooter, which you never want to do. So that's a lesson learned, and I'm glad we could learn it with a win.
Sean, how often do you practice those fouling situations in games like that?
We talk about it a lot. I'd say we do it a handful of times, probably in 40 practices, but these guys know the call and they know what to do. But there's a storyline on that. And 13 years ago, we were playing Ohio State in the NCAA tournament. We were up 3 points, and we had a guy at the foul line. I could have called a timeout and didn't. He missed the free throw. And Ron Lewis from Ohio State hit about a 40-footer at the buzzer. And since then, we always elect to foul. And tonight's really the first night it almost didn't work. I mean, I like to knock on wood when I say it, but it's been good to us. And obviously that's how we play it down the stretch.
Sean, do you see the progress you're making going to be accelerated here, or are you fine with the slow progression of becoming better?
I mean, I don't know how fast or slow it is, but we're playing some really good teams. We've played, you think about who we played in the Bahamas. We just played at UNLV in front of a great crowd. I think they have a good team. Played here in Phoenix against Texas A&M on Saturday. We play Alabama. We're at New Mexico. We have UConn. I mean, we're playing good teams. So, it's one thing to learn, but you're trying to win as well. And I think there's no better way than to have both. Good competition and the ability to learn. But you can ask these guys. We're working really hard in practice. I mean, we've had some games, but it's not like we're just shooting around. And I think some of the practices that we've had have helped us.
Sean, you got them in foul trouble early in the second half. And what did you do to do that, and how did that impact you?
I don't know if we did anything different. I think the theme at halftime, and these guys know that, is against a team like Texas A&M, who's so sound defensively and so big, we have to run good offense. You can't just take them. I'm going to go get my own, or let's throw to Deandre on the right block. They're not going to let him catch it, and they're a good defensive team. So everything we did had to have good offense attached to it. And as the game wore on, when we had good offensive possessions, I think for the most part we got some good shots. When we didn't run good offense, we didn't get good shots. We had 3 turnovers in the second half. I would say that's maybe the biggest reason that we won. They were all disaster turnovers. But we had 8 in the first half, and I think playing this game with 11 turnovers was a good deal.
24 from the foul line, I think.
Yep. We get to the foul line. I mean, especially with Deandre, there's a lot of things within the game that the other team has to do to take him away. Like I said, he may have gotten 9 shots, but you have to realize that they're working their entire possession to prevent him from getting the ball, and when he gets it, they're crowding him, and it opens things up. And we've talked about that. Dylan took advantage of it tonight, and it was good to see.
What's it say for
What's different about tonight's game than maybe the 2 games that you guys struggled with the Bahamas? I mean, you feel like a different team. What was the difference? And thank you. If you could step close to the microphone, that'd be great.
I would say the bigs down low, Tyler Davis and
Robert Williams did a good job of three-quartering me on the post.
I mean, on a positive side, you guys won.
Huh?
I mean, on a positive side, you guys
Oh, that we won.
Yeah, what felt differently about this team and this effort?
Oh, I mean, guys stepped up. You know, like Dylan Smith, he stepped up, made big shots. Brandon Randolph at the free throw line made big shots and big decisions. Parker, Jackson Cartwright gather us together and just kept us on what we have to do down the stretch. And I think that's what made us easy down the line.
All right. I was wondering if you could follow up on the matchups with those two big guys, and particularly what you thought of that play when Davis cut the turnover.
For the travel?
Yeah, the travel.
I mean, what was the question?
Do you think he did, or was there anything,
Did he travel? Yeah, I think he traveled.
But I mean, anything you were doing defensively where you thought maybe that was a possibility, or
Yeah, I thought the ball was coming into him. I saw the guard penetrated down the lane, and I was just anticipating him to come to the rim.
You had him like the last 5 or 6 possessions. What did you try to do against him?
Our defense is red, so we really wanted me to stay on him, really guard him pretty well, and just trap him as best as we can.
Coach, did you notice the?
It's now going to be blue, since he told you it's red. Change it.
Dylan, what was the atmosphere like there, out there like tonight? And again, if you could step up close to the microphone, that'd be great. Describe the atmosphere tonight at Tufts.
It was good. A lot of Arizona fans. They supported as well. So, hey, Arizona fans are known to kind of travel with the team, so that's great. This gave us an advantage, slight
Can
advantage.
you talk about the importance of having Dylan and PJC, the other guys, other than the big two, to step up and kind of get you through this?
Alonzo let the game come to him. It wasn't his night. I mean, that's the other thing about tonight. He was 2 for 7 from the floor, 1 for 6 from 3, and we were still able to win, which is great. And, on different nights over the long course of the season, and it's not always going to be Deandre at 25, Alonzo at 24. There's balance is going to seep in, and, in big plays as well. Parker didn't shoot the ball well tonight, and statistically, Texas A&M defends the three-point shot as well as any team in the country. But the one that Parker needed to make, one of the biggest shots of the game, right corner in front of our bench, he delivered. And I think, that's experience. Not letting 5 or 6 misses get in the way of a good shot. He took it with confidence, and he